was never going to be a men's physique.
Didn't have much of an off season.
I like his physique better.
I'm always very energetic. I will have to put me as one of the greatest.
Mr. Olympia was won by the back.
Hey George, how are you?
Oh, Vlad, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, good to see you. It's been a while.
What's going on? I see your interview is very interesting.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I've been also following you, man. I enjoy watching your stuff as well.
Thanks.
First of all, when you hear, a person dying in the fitness industry, it doesn't matter, there's different, I'm sure there's different type of deaths, you know what I'm saying? But when you hear somebody dying in bodybuilding industry or whatever, do you right away think about steroids and diuretics, or does it cross your mind?
But this is a common secret, we all know this, and bodybuilders are gladiators, They fight in this Roman arena. It's an extreme sport, it's a dangerous sport. You take your chances, and it's like the racing, You don't know if you're gonna survive, you're gonna make it. So this is the name of the game, But the point is, John Meadows died of cardiovascular issues, He had a heart attack last year, and now this year he died in his sleep from pulmonary embolism. So it was all related to clotting, thrombus, and embolism and coagulation issues. He was 1 year older than me. But now this lady died of diuretics, which is something common, and they are very dangerous, as Milos also said in your show. But they can kill you in a heartbeat if you don't know what you're doing, So it's something common that we have also other victims out of diuretics, So, but it's a sad thing, and it's been a while since we lost Dallas and Rich, But every time we hear something of this, we suspect the PEDs.
So how does it make you feel if you suspect PEDs?
It makes me feel sad, and sometimes that I have to express to other people that are haters of bodybuilding that it happens, But we should be aware more of health and prevention, because it doesn't matter. I mean, when you step on stage, when the lights go off, turn off, this is when an athlete has to face the reality with his physician and take care of his health, because he needs longevity in order to make a next show, and this is what he does, for a living. So it's like a car, you need to fix up the machine in order to go on and run miles.
Now, the whole talks about diuretics, right? In your opinion, can the pro bodybuilding the way it is today exist without the use of diuretics? Is that possible?
Well, I've heard some amateur top champions that never tried diuretics, but they did very well the depletion and the sodium and the potassium and the water deprivation strategies, And actually, diuretics are useful when your body fat is below 5%. Otherwise, they're wasteless. Obviously, all these competitors are below 5%. But I don't think, this film of fluid may give the first or the second place when some athletes are tight, So I guess, yes, when you want to have ripped glutes, this is the final touch, the ripped glutes, to be shredded over there, because the Christmas tree and the hams and the pecs are striated even 4 weeks out, But the glutes, which is what they see from the rear, and they judge the conditioning out of this, I guess they're mandatory. The point is how you use them.
Now, diuretics originally, they were created in order to keep the blood pressure down, right? From what I understand.
Blood pressure, pulmonary hypertension. Yes, actually for this, edema also, fluid retention. But obviously they're used in order to excrete this subcutaneous fluid, actually, that this film of fluid messes up with the separation. How muscles look like an anatomic chart.
So are they dangerous because you can dehydrate to death, or are they dangerous because your blood pressure can dip below?
No, you can have severe collapses. So hypotension, hypovolemia, I would say. But the other thing is the potassium sparing that elevate the potassium, the kalium. They can give you a terrible heart arrhythmia, tachycardia, ventricular tachycardia that may turn to ventricular fibrillation with something lethal. What Benaziza had. And actually, when Momo was using Aldactone, the point is you have to cooperate with the doctors when you faint. So the doctors have to ask either the coach or the athlete, what did you take? So you take a loop like Lasix furosemide, you took spironolactone, which is aldosterone inhibitor, or you took a thiazide. Now, if you took spironolactone, aldactone, that elevates potassium, and you give to the athlete potassium like he has taken Lasix, you kill him in a heartbeat. You know, you take him to the other side sooner. So this is what happened according to Millers to Momo. But anyway, if you elevate potassium a lot, this is a risky thing for heart arrhythmia.
It just seems like it's extremely risky to be, a bodybuilder on that level. I mean, you're talking about, is it? I mean, or is it just a perception? I don't know.
No, apart from diuretics that are instant danger, and they can kill you right away. The PEDs have long-term cardiovascular issues, liver issues, kidney issues, okay? So let's say they harm you in the long term, all right? But the hypoglycemia out of insulin also is something that may kill you. When you load with insulin, you don't have the proper amount of carbs, or you OD'd on insulin, this is something horrible, So the most dangerous are diuretics and then insulin if you don't know how to use it, obviously. Okay, so if you overdose on insulin, or even you don't have the proper amount of carbohydrates, and you need to calculate everything,